intruder. I think.
Wow, there's a whole bunch here, aren't there? For now.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself. I'm warning you. If you leave here without following your orders, I'll be forced to carry them out. Is that what you
Hey,
want?
Piper.
You look like you could use a pick-me-up.
Hey.
You say the word.
Your thoughts?
I needed it.
It's time we called it quits.
Suppose I'll head home then.
Hi.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Dance.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No, but I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that we're good friends, and this must be very difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
I see you've calculated all the variables, just like a machine.
Your anger simply proves my point. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
If it needs to be done, then so be it.
I've never been prouder of you than I am right now, sister. It's been a pleasure serving with you.
Ad Victorium, sister. Report, Knight. Have you handled the situation with Paladin Dance?
I did what had to be done.
That's all I've ever asked of you. Of course, Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I won't disappoint you, Elder.
Had I even a single doubt in my mind, I wouldn't have awarded you the promotion. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them. Or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Station keeping maintained. Thruster stable.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands your full attention. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Why is the Railroad such a threat?
Even with their relatively small numbers, the Railroad is a constant threat to our operations. They've already proven to be resilient against superior forces, with a knack for disappearing when cornered. Worse still, they possess the capability to help synths flee the Institute. If we intend to end the synth menace, we need to plug the leaks. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Do they all have to die?
Absolutely. It's the only effective way of ensuring that they're no longer a threat. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram has additional orders for you to complete.
Our sources tell us that the Railroad has some sort of experimental or prototype robot in their headquarters. They're calling it the Predictive Analytic Machine, or PAM for short. Cute, huh? They use the robot for complex strategic calculations that are much more efficient than anything we can generate here. If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on PAM's terminal, it will force the unit to return to the Pridwin. I'm certain we could put PAM's computing power to good use. Otherwise, destroy it. We wouldn't want it to fall into the Institute's hands.
I'll try to get it back here in one piece.
Good. It'd be a hell of a waste if you didn't.
I'm certain you'll do whatever it takes to complete the mission. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
If you find anything interesting in the Railroad headquarters, don't forget to bring it back here.
Attention. Due to increased raider activity, all leave requests to off-base sites have been temporarily suspended.
Right under our noses the whole time.
Affected parties will
But
have
what
their
you
leave
did
compensated at the
was
next
the right
available
thing.
opportunity.
But you
That is all.
probably have some documents for me. Or perhaps...
I found some technical documents for you.
Ah, good. I was beginning to run out of materials to study. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully.
Your promotion was well-deserved, Paladin.
Synths? EV? Knows what other sick projects the Institute's working on.
Damn ferals. Really never had this Institute here. Mutant alive! Get up! Get up! Oh god! Shit! Incoming! What's that noise? Let's do this. You killed it! We can win! Help me! Someone! Our time.
Full system reset accepted. Awaiting instructions.
If you run into any sense, shoot and kill.
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
I was simply following your orders.
As you should be, Paladin. I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow it to be destroyed. We are having it brought to the Pridwin, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be quite beneficial to us. Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime and requires your assistance. Congratulations on another successful mission, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Proximity sensor's green. Getting a 3-second payback.
Parse
Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge. Delta Team Lead to the bridge.
Logged for future translation.
Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician and an experienced.
You look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Dance. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
Honestly, I'd prefer not to talk about it.
I hear you loud and clear, Paladin. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Pridwin's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
And I'm betting you know right where to find it.
Of course I do. I didn't become head of ship maintenance just because of my good looks, you know? Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power utility company before the world went belly up. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of nuclear power toys. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
Well, it would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Kells has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the Mass Fusion Tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
Have you ever fired a penny gun?
Hostile target sighted on the roof, sir. Prepare to engage.
Damn sensors are crawling all over the place. Send them out before we drop.
radiation levels are dangerously high in there. Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll communicate with you through their intercom system, while I monitor everything from out here.
Initiating decontamination sequence.
Site recognized. Patriotism subroutines engaged. Honoring the fallen is the duty of every red-blooded American. The sovereign right of every American. System diagnostic commencing. Mobility complete. Optic beam fully charged. Nuclear warheads armed.
What was that?
Democracy is non-negotiable. Objective reached.
Keep those ships away from crime, soldier!
Scanning defenses. Scanning results. Negative. Warning. Subterranean Chinese compound detected. Obstruction depth 5 meters. Opposition. Sand. Gravel. And communism. Tactical assessment. Breach compound to restore democracy. Warning. All personnel should move to minimum safe distance. Embrace democracy, or you will be eradicated. Obstruction eliminated. Ground units initiate Directive 7395. Destroy all communists.
Don't worry. We'll get this machinery under control.
Elder Maxon?
The mission is proceeding as planned, Paladin. Well done. Our next target is the reactor. If anything tries to slow us down, I'm ordering you to destroy it. Man or machine. Once we reach our target, you'll need this. It's a fusion pulse charge. Attach it to the reactor, and it can be detonated remotely from a safe distance. It will be more than enough to annihilate the Institute in its entirety. Ingram, You're to remain here and teleport us out when the job is done. Get that thing working.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
This is the Institute? I'm disappointed. I expected more from them.
Is someone present?
Nice.
Something's out there. Caught you! Oh, no, you don't.
Target down.
Shoot to kill!
I am detecting stealth activity. Movement detected. Curious detected. Need sensitivity. Some of my sensors clearly need adjustment.
Over here! Over here!
Another victory for the Brotherhood.
We're gonna blow this place back to hell.
Now this is what I feared. No controls, no SWAT vision, technology run amok.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Ad Victoriam.
Something's out there.
Why are you hiding?
Intruder alert!
Heck, what was that?
What was that?
Standing down. Wait, what was it?
Target redeployed.
Paladin, we've located the reactor. It's accessible through the Advanced Systems Division. Only, you can't reach it. The security override can only come from the Director's terminal. You'll need to access his quarters.
Broken.
Well done, Paladin. Looks like a path should be clear to the
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued.
reactor. And I am happy to report that reinforcements have arrived.
Fuming the Commonwealth, you know that.
Thank you for your
It will never survive without the Institute.
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR3. Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation points. Thank you for your cooperation. Authorization 1YR31. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation.
Something's out there.
Someone help!
Hostile sensor reading.
Attention all personnel. Thank you for your cooperation.
Target down.
We'll
Let's
make
get
the
this done,
Institute
Howard.
pay for their crimes. Who's there?
Movement detected. Curious.
Huh?
Is someone present?
Dr. Ingram, it's time to
YR31.
teleport us out.
Sorry, Elder, I would, but... Well, this child showed up. He claims to be the Paladin's son, sir.
Please, Mom, don't leave.
All right, Ingram. Fire it up.
Wait a second. You haven't even talked to the kid. You're not just gonna leave him here, are you?
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order issued. Authorization 1YR31.
Don't leave me here. I want to go with you.
Please proceed to your assigned evacuation.
Why did you call me Mom?
What? You're my mother. Why else would I call you that?
Right. Of course I'm your mother.
Good. For a second, I thought you forgot who I was. Now let's hurry up and get out of here.
All right. You can come with me.
Really? Do you mean it?
Attention all personnel. Evacuation order
Yes, I mean it. Now let's get out of here.
I'm glad you were here to save me.
3, 1. Please proceed to your assigned evacuation points. Thank you for your
All right,
cooperation.
Fire it up.
Everything looks green. System's warmed up and ready to go if you are.
Absolutely. Let's get out of here.
You got it, Paladin. I'm going to send you and Elder Maxon directly to the detonation site. I'll make sure the kid gets some new clothes and reaches the airport safely. When that reactor goes up, this place will be nothing but a smoking crater full of rubble. Should be quite a sight. Looks like your work here is done, Paladin.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm ready. Let's get out of here.
Dr. Ingram is assured you will be outside the blast radius. Press that button, and you not only defeat our enemy, you restore order. It's time,
I don't believe you.
The Institute and their synth abominations must be eradicated.
Hey!
The detonator is primed and ready. Dr. Ingram has assured me that we'll be outside the blast radius. Press that button, and you not only defeat our enemy. It's time, Paladin. The Institute and their synth abominations must be eradicated.
I can feel it wash over me. The heat, the force, the radiation, the fear. It's the end of the world, all over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this, before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant, and the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This was not the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I thought I hoped I could find my family. Cheat time, make us whole again, the way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed. The road ahead will be hard. This time I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes. Hello.
You've done an exemplary job here, Paladin. Without your unwavering loyalty to our cause, this victory would never have been possible.
I did it for the people of the Commonwealth.
You truly have become one of us, sister. The Institute has been wiped clean from the face of our world. It's time we close this chapter on the Commonwealth and begin one anew.
And let's get to it.
I'm pleased that you're anxious to continue your service for the Brotherhood, but this is neither the time nor the place to discuss it. Return to the Pridwin, and we'll decide what needs to be done. Busy to speak right now. I'm occupied at the moment. We'll speak. Later. Paladin, I'm pleased you've returned. Captain Kells and I wanted to speak with you. Captain Kells.
As I expect Elder Maxon has already explained, the destruction of the Institute is simply the first stage of our operations in the Commonwealth. There are still super mutants and ferals to be dealt with, as well as any remaining synths that escaped the blast. It's our hope that you will continue serving with the Brotherhood and assist us with eradicating these threats.
Of course, Captain.
Very good, Paladin.
In light of your service, Captain Kells and I both feel you deserve unique recognition for your contributions, both past and future. It's with great pleasure and the utmost respect that you are hereby granted the title of Sentinel. This is the highest honor a Brotherhood soldier can achieve, but we both felt strongly that it was well deserved.
In addition, we'd like to present you with this jetpack modification for your power armor. The Brotherhood has few of these devices in its possession, but we feel you've earned the right to utilize one of them.
Congratulations, Sentinel. It's an honor to be serving with you.
Thank you both. I'm really quite honored.
The honor is ours. So, Sentinel, for the first time since we've met, I have no orders for you. From this moment forward, you will decide which missions you undertake and how you will guide us. Captain Kells and the personnel at the Cambridge police station still possess numerous operations for you to undertake. Where you go from here is up to you. Ad Victoriam, Sentinel.
Communications array calibration test successful. All bands.
Excuse me, Captain Kells?
Carry on. Ad Victoriam.